In this section, I'm going to talk about two features, the rib and the slot features. These two both need two different profiles to enable. So one of the profiles is a curve that you enable the feature along it, and the other profile is the actual profile that creates the feature. So let's create them into perpendicular planes like YZ and ZX. I want to go to, for example, ZX plane and create the curve first. So I go to sketch mode and I'm going to zoom out a little bit because this is going to be a little big curve. So I use a spline. The splines use Bezier algorithms to create such things. So I click here and now I double click to the end and everything is done. And to make sure that this is a very big one, I'm going to use some constraint on this. Click on this and the end line. Of course, I should use the constraint tool to enable this. This is going to be about 1000 millimeters. So this is big enough. Now, of course, I can add some other constraints to the spline. For example, I can go and fix it. Of course, this is the only constraint that you can enable on this. But if you select some points, you can add some more constraints here. Okay, I'm not going to add constraints, but I'll look at the bendings. These are somehow an open bendings. And this is very important because if you have sharp bendings, you may get some errors whenever your profile is, big. So I exit my workbench first and I zoom out. I zoom in actually. So I go to YZ plane to create the profile that I want to have. I enter my sketch and wherever I want to enable the feature, I will draw my profile there. For example, I want it to be here. So I go and start, for example, using profile tool. I'm going to have a little complex profile like this. For example, I go here, I am here, and now I'm going to select the tangent arc to go to this place like this, and now end the shape. So I exit my workbench again. And I have two different profiles. One of the profiles is the actual profile, and that's it. I go to select the rib tool, and you can find it under Insert, Sketch Base Feature, Rib, if you do not see it on the toolbar. So the profile is this, and the curve is this. Now you can see that this is created along, and it is created on the profile, not on the curve. So the curve is just a reference element for the creation of the feature. So I click on OK. Now you can see that everything is done. So if I zoom out a little bit and show you the cross section of this, you can see that everything is to your desire. So if you want to change this rib feature, you can go and change the profiles. You can go straight to the rib tool by going to here, and if you want to change the sketches, you can click on the sketch buttons. Or you can go and open the rib and change the sketches that you have. For example, I double click on this and go to change this. For example, I want to make this circle, instead of 25, I wanted to make it 15. So I hit OK, and now my profile is changing. And I select this and add some more constraint. This is 30. I want to be about 15 again, and now you can see that I have changed my profile. So I exit my workbench. Now everything is calculated again, and now you can see this new cross section here. And the other thing that I mentioned is this. I go to sketch 1 and go click on the sketch button. This is open profile. So if I want to have very sharp bendings like this, look what happens when I want to exit my workbench. You can see an error message that tells me this is very small curvature, and whenever you want to bend such a profile there, you will have some fractures or some inconsistencies. So I close this and I start editing again. So I go to sketch 1, I go to sketch mode, and now I open this a little bit more, and now I exit my workbench. This error is gone and it has changed to what you want right now.